My name's Luke with Hamilton RV. I'll be doing a demo of the 253 RV Sunset Trail. Starting here, wheel bearings should be repacked every 2 years or 10,000 miles, whichever comes first. This here is actually your furnace vent. That does blow hot air out when it's running, so just keep that in mind when you get tables, chairs out here. Excuse me. This is going to be a power and then your cable, satellite, antenna inputs if you want to bring a TV outside. Water heater here. This is a Suburban water heater. Pressure relief valve right here. This will relieve the pressure from the system before you pull this here anode rod out. This will get replaced every few years, 2-3 years, whatever. When that wire, when you get the outside of this deteriorates, and once it gets down to that wire, it's time to replace. It goes up and in here and tightens in. 1 1/16 socket fits this to tighten it up. I don't recommend leaving water in the tank. If water's in that tank too long, that water will get stagnant, stale, it'll start to stink. There's a switch down here as well. This is the electric switch right there, the on-off switch you see. Inside you should have a switch as well. They both have to be on to make this work on the electric side. As far as gas goes, you'll turn it on the inside by flipping a switch. Water heater door. Set this on here. Outside kitchen. This refrigerator here is strictly 110 power. You got to be plugged in order for that to work. Grill down here. There's locks back there. You can lock that in place. Grill. This is all the paperwork on the grill. We'll get that in somewhere. Switch down here is going to be for the stabilizing jacks. That's your stabilizing jacks right there. There's one in the back and one in the front. Them are only meant for stability. They're not meant to level us. So when you level this unit, you will use your wheels for your side-to-side leveling by laying blocking down on whatever side is low, backing onto that with the tow vehicle still attached. Once you get your side-to-side leveled, you'll disconnect the tow vehicle, use your tongue jack to get your front-to-back level. Once you're level, then these go down just to stabilize you from rocking and shaking. Coming around the back, this is your antenna booster here. That boosts the reception of the over-the-air television. This here is a spray port. Cold water come out of that with a sprayer. You should have like a blue curly hose in here that'll allow you to quick connect to plug into that and just have the cold water like a garden hose, you know. You should get on your roof 3 times this season to inspect anything that comes through the roof. You got what's called Dicor around all the plumbing, vents, anything that comes through that roof. Over time, that ceiling up there is going to get hard. As it travels, it rocks and flexes. Eventually, it'll dry out and it'll crack. When that happens, clean it with an all-purpose cleaner. Let it dry good, and then reapply that Dicor product back over top of the old stuff. It'll self-level and fill them holes and voids in. Also, you're pre-wired for a Furrion backup camera. That right there is the housing for it. The camera is actually called an observation camera, so it'll allow you to see what's going on as you travel down the road. The other cool thing with that camera is it has audio, so whoever's guiding you in your campsite can talk you through that camera. So, 30 amp power supply on this unit right here. This is our shop cord, but it's a 30 amp setup. Your power cord goes in there. They're normally 25 to 30 feet long. I always recommend an RV surge protector. If you can get a surge protector in a camper, it's a good thing because it's going to protect your whole camper from any kind of power surge. And I always recommend extra power cord while you're at it. Slide outs, you got rubber bulb sweep seal here and a bulb seal. I recommend a spray and conditioner for that. It's going to clean condition and put a UV protection on them seals to protect them from drying out and cracking. I'd also recommend a slide cover. It's like an awning that goes over top of that slide room. And basically, right now as it sits, you'll have to get up there every time you go to close this and sweep that roof off to make sure there's no sticks, leaves, nuts, any of that stuff up there that's going to go through and tear them seals. With the slide cover on there, you would just run a room in and it'll roll off whatever, all that debris that may be up on top of that slide cover. It rolls it off and you got to worry about any of that. So it's definitely something I like to recommend. So there's black tank, gray tank. Black tank's on the right, or left, I'm sorry, gray tank's on the left. You always want to dump your black tank first. So the first thing you're going to do, pull up to the dump station, you're going to hook your sewer hose up, and I always recommend a clear adapter on your sewer hose. Then you're going to pull that black tank and let it empty. Once that tank is completely empty, you're going to come all the way back up here, because I'm pretty sure it does. And then you're going to take the hose at the dump station, and you're going to hook it up to this port right here. This here is actually a tank flush valve for that black tank. So you're going to hook the hose up to that, let that water run until you get clean water coming through your sewer hose. Once you get the clean water through your hose, obviously you shut it off here. You'll close off the black tank, pull the gray valve at the end to kind of help rinse your sewer hose out. Let that run until it's empty. And then you probably have to rinse your hose at the end just to make sure it's clean. And that's pretty much how that stuff works. Here's your freshwater fill. That's your potable tank. You'll fill that tank if you're going to rust at camp. This here's your city water connection, so if you got water on site, you'll hook into that. Water pressure regulator is something I always recommend for them. It's going to regulate that water pressure coming in your camper so you don't exceed the 50 pounds of pressure this is rated for. Also, you have battery disconnect switch right there. That'll disconnect the battery from the coach so that your camper don't drain your battery dead on you. It's just one of them things. Something else I like to recommend, because this is inside, you got this little tray here, and you can see down here, there's a little bit of water in here from when he was prepping it. I make sure that you keep an eye on this, because if that thing fills full, that's going to spill water all over inside your compartment, just so you know. So I would make sure that that was good and filled up, or good, and keep an eye on it, basically. Inside here's where your valves are for your winterizing. You got one valve on the water pump right there. That'll turn so it goes in line with this hose. This is actually your winterizing hose, and then you got valves on the back of your water heater as well. You'll turn, and then we'll kind of go over the rest of that here shortly. So right here you got this cap will come off. You can manually crank this jack up and down if you ever have an issue with the power tongue jack. Up, down, docking lights on the front. There's that blue curly hose I was talking about. And then you got your power cord here. We got the small crank handles for your power tongue jack. And then this one's going to be for a manual crank on your slide out, or your the opposite side of the switch on the jacks. You'll have a manual crank on there as well. And then we have two lights inside this compartment here. Your front jack. Fire extinguishers to the right of the door here when you come in. Bedroom, might as well go in here first. You do got a roof vent right directly over your bed. One there, one in your kitchen, and one in your bathroom. I would highly recommend vent covers on all three of them. The vent covers are great because they allow airflow in your camper even when you're not in it. By adding them, again, let me shut this door. And it tame that noise down over a vacuum next door. Anyhow, the vent cover lets airflow in your camper even when you're not in it. So with that airflow, it keeps the temperature down inside the camper, keeps the moisture down. It's good. Think of it like a house. Your house has roof vents in it to vent the heat and moisture out of your attic. That does the same thing for your RV. Your bed will lift up, get storage underneath there. I think these ones do. Nope, this one don't because yeah, that'll lift up. That'll lift. It's actually got your TV in there. The radio power buttons right here in the center. You got speakers A and B. A is inside, B is outside. Other than that, it's just it's a radio. all your switches, awning lights, water pump, gas, electric side of your water heater, and then you got tank heaters, which are just electric pads that's on the bottom of your tanks to stop them from freezing solid in winter. And then these are your light switches, your awning, and then your slide switch. And this is all your monitor panel. You're plugged in, so your power converter is putting a charge to your battery. It's showing that you're charging. Tanks are going to register empty to full. This is going to turn your antenna booster on and off right there. That thing outside that'll turn it on and off. Again, that's your coax, cable TV hookups, all that. This is a 12 volt refrigerator. So power button, push and hold. Takes about 5 seconds, it comes on, okay? This is going to be your freezer temp, fridge temp, and then night mode. When you go to night mode, that takes this refrigerator and it shuts down the compressor so it doesn't run as often. It'll still be cold, but it doesn't let it run so much so that it doesn't kill your battery, okay? Again, that's 12 volts, so that's drawing off your battery the whole time. So if you're going to rust at camp, you're going to want a couple 6-volt batteries. Let's see, we got fuse panels in that box right there, breakers, fuses, stovetop, sparker for the burners here. That'll be the burners in the center, the oven's on the end. You put it to the little flame, you spark it, that's going to light your pilot assembly on the bottom of your oven. You got to push this in and hold it, spark it. Once it's lit, it takes about, I don't know, 5 seconds or so. You can hang on to that, let it off, it should stay lit. If it goes out, you got to redo it. Yeah. Let's see. Thermostat's over here. So right now it's 77 degrees in here. There's your fan on low, high, cool, high, low, auto, then back to heat, and then back off. We're going to go to cool. Turn on low just to put some oomph in there. Toilet, foot pedal, push it down a little bit, it puts water in the bowl, you push it all the way, it dumps. Light switch. A whole lot to show you there. So, with that said, everybody receives a 10% off parts card. Just present this to them, the parts, they give you 10% off whatever you're going to purchase, okay? This here is our cheat sheet. Everybody gets one. This just tells you where all your valves and everything's located in your camper for winterizing, whatever. You'll know where all that stuff is. Again, our number's up top. If you have any questions or interested in any of the things I talk to you about, give me a call back at that number and I'll make sure we can get that stuff added before you pick up. Otherwise, this is your tire torque, tire pressure, where everything's located, you know, what tank drains to what. This is for you guys, so you guys have that information. On the back, I draw a doodle of how your water heater valves should look. For summer setup, the valves are open with the line going to the water heater, so they're going across the line this way into the water heater. Cold water does, and the hot water comes out the other way. That's normal flow. When you go to winterizing, it's just the opposite. Water's going to come across, it's going to get to the valve and go up because you're diverting it up now. We close that line off so that no water can go in your water heater. By doing that, you bypass that water heater, pull the drain plug out, leave it empty like that for winter. It takes 2 gallons of RV antifreeze to winterize your camper done correctly. Last sheet we got here, again, my name's Luke, here at Hamilton RV. Our number 989-752-6262. Any questions, like again, please feel free to give me a call here at Hamilton RV. I'll do my best to answer your questions, and if I can, I'll find somebody that can. Or if you're interested in any of this stuff that I'm showing you right now, this is like a price list of what some of this stuff costs to install. This is parts, labor out the door, okay? Backup cameras. And prices are fluctuating a lot due to COVID. They're going up and down, so just keep that in mind. Slide covers, you know, they're sold in 6-inch increments, so I'd have to get a measurement. Again, give me a call. I can give you a good, accurate quote. Max air covers, that's some vent covers. You would need 3 regular Max Airs, and I would recommend them to be smoke. So you're looking at 106 a piece. You're probably pretty close to that out the door. Surge protection, this is hardwire setup. Hardwire meaning it's wired right into your camper. So when you plug your power cord in, it's going to go through a surge protector, protects your camper from any kind of power surge. You can get plug and play stuff that'll plug in into the cord. There's a few different models that we offer here, even you'll see in the parts video that you guys get. It's definitely something I would recommend, something one way or another. Tongue jacks, all that stuff you can add. Paint and fab is basically something that inside any vinyl, leather, fabric, or carpet would get treated. It gives you a 5-year warranty from any kind of rips, tears, stains, or burns on any of your interior that's vinyl, leather, fabric, or carpet. On the outside, it's going to give you a 5-year warranty from any kind of paint fade, any kind of sun damage, basically, on the outside of your camper. Awning fabrics, sides of your slide rooms, all that. So it's definitely, and it makes washing easier, keeps some pesky black streaks from sticking or bonding hard to the material, makes them easy to clean. Again, that's something that we can add as well. And the last thing we offer is our extended service contract. Now that is a 7-year warranty. So basically what would happen, because this trailer has a 1-year manufacturer warranty, the Sunset Trails do. Once that warranty would be up, then your extended would kick in. So technically you bought 6 additional years of warranty coverage from the manufacturer warranty, which puts you to a total of 7 years under warranty. With that said, it covers all the major mechanical parts of your camper: your furnace, fridge, air conditioning, water heater, water pump, LP system, the water lines, fittings, tanks. Covers slide motor mechanisms. There's parts in the suspension, parts in the hub. I mean, it covers a lot of stuff. All the mechanical parts of your camper would be covered. If something broke, you do have a deductible, a couple $100 deductible, so I'll keep that in mind. Definitely something I like to recommend. If rolled into finance, the extended service contract generally runs you between $30 and $35 a month extra on your payment. Paint and fabric protection, you're looking at $15 to $20 a month more. Something that can be added generally if we finance here. Our finance manager is pretty good about trying to figure out how to get that in there. And again, just let me know and I can make sure all this stuff's applied if you are interested. Again, my name's Luke here at Hamilton RV. And the extended service contract, I don't know if I told you or not, it covers the mechanics of your camper. So they're prorated, so if you decide you don't want it, you can cash it out at any time throughout that 7 years and get the remaining money back that you had paid. It's done by year. So if you used it for 2 years and decided you didn't want it no more, then you get the remaining years of that 7-year warranty back. So you get 5 years worth of warranty money back. The other cool thing is it does cover a mobile service. So once your manufacturer warranty's up, you have that mobile guy come out and service your camper if something breaks. Like your slide won't come in and you're in a campground more than 50 miles from Hamilton RV. He can come out, service your camper. You pay the deductible, which is I believe like $200. And he'll fix whatever's wrong with it, and that's all it costs you was $200. So I mean, to me, it's a good thing. Definitely something I'd recommend. Again, if you guys are interested, just give me a call. Again, my name's Luke here at Hamilton RV, 989-752-6262. Congratulations on your purchase, guys, and have a wonderful day.